So, it is almost 2020. Some people get in discussions as to whether or not that's the beginning of a new decade, because honestly, I think if we're not mistaken, the beginning of the new decade is 2021. I mean, it may be the end of the decade, 2020, like a 10 instead of a 1, but I don't know. I'm not getting that argument. So we might be at the end of a decade. If not, we're in the last year of the decade of 2000, before we head into 2020 or 2021. And no matter what the reality is, I just want to take a second and talk about goals and vision. Oh, hey, Daniel, it's good to see you. Goals and vision. So I'm on my swing here in the front yard. It's like been so warm this winter instead of cold. You know, it's been amazing. Hey, Shantae, it's good to see you on too. And I'm out here looking at the remnants of the Christmas floats and everything, my redneck Christmasness. They're all laying down right now because they're getting ready to be put up here in a couple days. But before this whole year draws to an end, I take time and I think through my goals. Now, a goal that is unwritten and a goal that doesn't have actual steps to get there is just a wish. We don't write wishes. I don't make wishes. I make goals and I have dreams. And so my thing is this. There's a lot of folks out there writing resolutions. They're making wishes. Those things are attached to some reality. And I've been on some threads where I'm mentoring some folks and coaching them. And I've been talking about making really great goals for 2020. Everybody, it doesn't matter who we are, seems to think at the end of a year about how we can do the next year differently. So the question is how can you do 2020 differently than 2019? If there's some things you want to grow in, there's a way to do that. It's not wishing. It's got to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive. SMART. So you've heard a lot about SMART goals. I'm going to say them again. It's got to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive. I challenge us not to write resolutions that go off in the netherworld and disappear, and not to make wishes and think, I'd like to do this, I'd like to do that. I want to challenge us to dream. And then take those dreams and attach them to real smart goals. Like, here's what I want to do this year that's different. I want to be different in my health. I want to be different in my personal growth. I want to show up differently in my family. I want to be more involved in my community. I want better finances, right? Those are all great things. And if I just say that, they're resolutions or wishes. If I attach those thoughts, those declarations I just made, I want better finances. I want to be better in my health. I want to show up in my community. I want to show up better in my church or faith community, whatever it is. If I attach those things then to some steps, some baby steps that are specific, measurable, attainable, reachable, realistic, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive. Like I said, a time frame on it. I want to be here by this time. I want to see these kinds of results. I want to take these baby steps to get there. Then you're going to see results. I'm going to break it down in health and finances real quick. For me, for health, it's easy. It's the habits. We talk about the habits all the time on the program we're on. If I do the habits over time, every single day, I drink my water intake, I do my fuelings at the right time, I'm taking care of my health, I'm doing the right kind of activity, I'm getting the right kind of sleep. Those are all specific, measurable, attainable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive. Then over time, it's going to compound and I'm going to reach my goals. In finance, another way, if you want to have a savings or you want to get somewhere in life, take 10% and give to your faith community. Take 10%, put it in your savings, and then live off of 80% or less. Live below your means and you'll successfully build up a savings. There's a way to do that. It's specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's realistic, and it's time sensitive. There's other things that you can make, not resolutions, but make, dreams and then goals for. So write down what the dream is. Do you want to be healthy? Then write down the goal you're going to take. Maybe some of us are going to hit the gym. For me, I want to run a 5K by the end of the year, but I'm not going to be able to go right now and run a 5K. I've got to first start, walking more, and then I'm going to jog a mile. I'm going to tone my muscles a little bit. Then I'm going to start running more than a mile. And when I get to 3.1 miles, I know I can run a 5K. My goal is not to be the best at it or win it. It's just to show up and run it. But what can I do to get there? There's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-sensitive steps I can take. I'm going to start with walking for those first couple weeks, and then I'm going to take into jogging, and then I'm going to build up from there. Does that make sense? So that's the thing, guys. I challenge us, make goals. Did you know that goals are 42% more reachable when they're written? So if you want to, you can write them here. If you've got a goal you want to reach, write it in the comments. I'll be praying for your goal. I'd love to see your goals for this year. How do you want to have 2020 be different than 2019? What's your goal? Are you starting a new business? What baby steps do you have to take? You know, I'd love to see that kind of stuff. We can message back and forth and talk about it and see if there's ways that you can better take steps to get your goals and to reach them. I love doing that with people. But write them in here in the comments. If you don't want to, that's okay. I challenge you to write them down somewhere and then tell someone else about it. Here's the thing. Goals, if they're 42% more reachable, if you write them down, then here's the crazy thing about that. You're already halfway to success when you write the goal down. The 42%, you're almost already halfway to success when you write that goal down. If you have a weight loss goal, write it down. Write down the exact amount. See it every day. Shake hands with that future. Feel it. Write it out in a way where you feel an emotional response. I want to lose this much. I want to lose it by this date, and this is how I'm going to do it. And then go after it. And guys, if you don't do it on your own, reach out to me. I'll help you with a health goal or a weight loss goal. That's what I do, right? If you're making a goal for business, I want to reach this many people. I want to do it this way. If you're one of the coaches on our team, make a goal. Reach out to your mentorship, and then let's get some steps to it. Whatever your goal is, guys, goals are great. When they're written down, they're almost 50% done. You're 42% more reachable when they're written down. And then when you make them specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive, smart, you're going to be much more likely to get there. The last thing that's helpful for a goal, get a coach for that goal. Now, for me, I'm a health coach, so I can help you with health coach goals. I planted churches. I can help people think about church planting. I'm not so great with finances, but Dave Ramsey's crowd is, and I've learned from them. So I get them as a coach in my life before, and I've learned more about finances, you know, about debt reduction. Get into Financial Peace University, right? Are you thinking about this? For me and Lori, we're getting new coaches that grow us in personal development. I've had mentors for years as I've been ministering for 25 years. I've always had an older pastor in my ear or multiples that have spoken into me and taught me more about growth. So I challenge you, get SMART goals, write them down, not a wish or a resolution, a SMART goal, and then get someone in your corner who can mentor you and coach you in it. All right? All right, that's it for now. I love you guys. I see a lot of stuff going on. Let's see if there's any questions. My goal is a new business, Living on Faith Farm. I love it, Michael. I love it. So now, what's your baby steps to get that thing going? Because that's an awesome dream, and I've heard that dream. I love your dream for that. So what's your next baby steps to get that going? Verna says, great advice. Michael says, Happy New Year. Hey, Verna, it's good to see you too. Kim's on. Daniel, Shantae, it's good to see you guys. Stevens, good to see y'all. Ralph, I haven't seen you in a while. I know you took a new job and you've not been on a lot of the lives. It's great to see you. Christine's on. Hey, Christine. Hope you're having an awesome season. And then Lynn, great to see you. You're getting goals. I'm seeing so much success, Lynn, in your health goals. So proud of you. You keep it up, hon. So proud of that. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off of here and jump back into life. I've got to take down some Christmas decorations in the next couple days. But for right now, I'm out calling people and talking about goals. All right. Blessings, you guys. Boom.